Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso have announced a significant plan. They intend to launch a new bank. This financial institution holds a specific powerful aim. It is designed to lessen Africa's reliance on foreign entities. The ultimate goal is to foster greater economic independence for these Sahelian nations. This initiative represents a bold step towards self-sufficiency. The bank is seen as a cornerstone for a new economic future. This development is not merely a financial transaction. It is a profound statement of intent. The leaders of these three nations seek to chart their own economic destiny. This move comes after considerable political upheaval in the region. New governments are in place. Today, May 28, 2025, marks a point of eager anticipation. The new bank is part of a larger vision. This vision is championed by the Alliance of Sahel States, or AES. Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso are the founding members of this alliance. These nations are currently guided by military administrations. They believe in a stronger, more independent Sahel. The AES is the vehicle for this shared ambition. It aims to reshape the future of their region. The AES was formally established in the year 2024. Its creation was a direct response to perceived external pressures. The core objective of the alliance is to secure greater sovereignty for its members. They seek freedom from what they describe as undue foreign influence. This includes political, economic, and military independence. The AES is therefore a symbol of solidarity. A pivotal decision by the AES nations was their withdrawal from Ecowas. Ecowas is the Economic Community of West African States. This withdrawal was announced in early 2025. The move sent ripples across the continent and beyond. It was not an impulsive act, rather it was the culmination of growing dissatisfaction. The relationship between these states and Ecowas had become strained over several years. This was a deliberate uncoupling. Tensions had been steadily mounting prior to the withdrawal. Military takeovers had occurred in all three AES countries. These events placed the new governments at odds with Ecowas. The regional bloc often imposes sanctions following such unconstitutional changes of power. These measures created significant friction. In their quest for new alliances, the AES nations have found a willing partner in Morocco. The North African Kingdom has extended an important hand of cooperation. This partnership offers significant strategic advantages. For the landlocked Sahelian states, access to the sea is a critical economic lifeline. Morocco is uniquely positioned to provide this. This emerging relationship is viewed with great optimism by the AES leadership. It promises to open up new avenues for trade. In April 2025, a key meeting took place. The foreign ministers of Burkina Faso, Mali, and Niger publicly endorsed a Moroccan initiative. This initiative had first been proposed by Morocco in November 2023. It focuses on granting these Sahelian countries access to Morocco's Atlantic Ocean ports. This access is intended to facilitate their participation in global trade. It is a practical solution to a long-standing geographical challenge for these nations. Morocco's commitment to the AES nations extends beyond merely granting port access. The kingdom is making substantial investments in regional infrastructure. These investments are crucial for making the new trade corridor a reality. They demonstrate a long-term vision for regional integration and development. This is not just about short-term gains, it's about building a sustainable economic future. A flagship project in this endeavor is the new port at Dakhla. Dakhla is situated in the Western Sahara region. Construction of this major port is already underway. The estimated investment for this facility alone is approximately $1 billion. This port is expected to become a key hub for trade between the Sahel, Morocco, and the wider world. It will feature modern facilities capable of handling large volumes of cargo efficiently. This is a game changer for regional logistics. The economic landscape within the Alliance of Sahel States is one of complexity. These nations, while rich in culture and history, face a myriad of economic challenges that are deeply rooted in their past. The markets in Bamako, Niamey, and Ouagadougou are vibrant and bustling, reflecting the entrepreneurial spirit of the people. However, beneath this surface lies a struggle for sustainable growth and development. There are encouraging signs of growth in certain areas. New infrastructure projects are springing up, and urban development is on the rise. In Mali, for instance, new roads and buildings are being constructed, signaling a positive shift towards modernization. Offices in Niger are becoming hubs of activity, with more people engaging in professional services and contributing to the economy. However, these nations also face deeply entrenched challenges. Rural areas, especially, lag behind in terms of infrastructure and access to basic services. In Mali, desert villages remain isolated, and in Niger, many rural communities still lack essential amenities. Traditional housing in Burkina Faso highlights the gap between urban and rural development. The path to sustainable economic prosperity is not straightforward. It involves navigating a complex web of geographical, social, and political factors. The road networks in the Sahel region, while improving, still require significant investment and planning. Urban areas like Ouagadougou are making strides in planning, but the journey is long and fraught with obstacles. It requires careful management and continued reform. Government buildings in Bamako are often the sites of crucial policy discussions and conferences aimed at addressing these issues. Leaders in the Sahel region are increasingly aware of the need for strategic planning and international cooperation to foster economic stability and growth. The new bank and strategic alliances are part of the effort to address these economic realities. Financial institutions in Bamako are playing a pivotal role in providing the necessary capital for development projects. Agreements signed in Niamey and business meetings in Ouagadougou are steps towards creating a more integrated and robust economic framework. Understanding this context is crucial. Educational initiatives such as academic lectures and workshops on economic development are essential for building a knowledgeable workforce. Students in Niger studying economics are the future leaders who will drive the region's growth. According to data from late 2024, the overall gross domestic product growth in the Central Sahel region showed an increase. Analysts reviewing economic reports and discussing GDP data highlight the positive trends and areas needing improvement. It rose to 4%, up from 3% in the previous year, 2023. This growth, while modest, is a sign of progress and resilience in the face of numerous challenges. This growth was primarily driven by activity in the resource sector and the services industry. Mining operations in the Sahel and oil extraction sites in Niger have been significant contributors. Additionally, the service industry in Mali has seen a surge, providing jobs and boosting the economy. For instance, Mali saw positive contributions from its telecommunications sector and cotton production. The expansion of telecommunications infrastructure has improved connectivity, while cotton remains a vital export commodity. Niger's industrial sector benefited from increased oil exports despite some disruptions. The oil refineries and transport networks have been crucial in maintaining the flow of resources. Burkina Faso's growth was supported by agriculture and services. The agricultural fields are the backbone of the economy, and the service industry in Ouagadougou continues to expand, providing new opportunities for employment and development. Regional security remains a paramount concern for the nations of the AES. The Alliance for Economic Security, or AES, is a coalition of countries that have come together to address the pressing issues of security and stability in their region. This initiative is not just about military might, it's about ensuring a safer future for their citizens. The Sahel region has long been troubled by the activities of jihadist insurgencies. These insurgencies have exploited the vast ungoverned spaces of the Sahel, making it a hotbed for extremist activities. The harsh terrain and the socio-economic challenges of the region have only exacerbated the situation. These extremist groups cause widespread instability. They engage in violent attacks, kidnappings, and other forms of terror that disrupt the daily lives of the people. The constant threat of violence has made it difficult for communities to thrive and for development projects to take root. They disrupt lives, hinder development, and pose a constant threat to peace. Villages are often caught in the crossfire, leading to mass displacements and a humanitarian crisis. The local economies suffer as markets are closed and agricultural activities are abandoned. Addressing this security challenge is a top priority for Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. These nations understand that a coordinated effort is essential to combat the insurgents effectively. By pooling their resources and expertise, they aim to create a formidable force capable of restoring peace and stability. They recognize that without security, economic progress is difficult to achieve. The presence of a secure environment is a prerequisite for any form of development. It allows for the rebuilding of infrastructure, the return of displaced populations, and the resumption of normal economic activities. Their people deserve to live in safety. The ultimate goal of the AES Joint Military Initiative is to ensure that the citizens of these countries can live without fear. Children should be able to play freely, and families should be able to go about their daily lives without the constant worry of an attack. To confront this persistent menace, the AES countries have resolved to combine their strengths. This collaboration is a significant step towards a unified approach to regional security. Joint military exercises and shared intelligence are just some of the ways they are working together. They have announced plans to create a joint military unit. This unit will be a symbol of their collective resolve and a practical tool in their fight against extremism. The announcement has been met with optimism and hope by the citizens of these nations. This dedicated force will be composed of 5,000 personnel drawn from the 3 member states. These soldiers will undergo rigorous training and will be equipped with the necessary tools to tackle the unique challenges of the Sahel region. The formation of this unit signifies a new level of military cooperation among them. It represents a commitment to mutual support and a shared vision for a peaceful and prosperous future. The soldiers from different nations will work side by side, fostering camaraderie and trust. It is a testament to their shared determination to take control of their own security. By standing together, they send a powerful message to the insurgents and to the world. They are united in their quest for peace. This is a proactive step towards self-reliance in defense matters. The AES Joint Military Initiative is not just a response to a crisis, it is a long-term strategy aimed at building a resilient and self-sufficient security framework for the region. Through this initiative, the AES countries are laying the foundation for a stable and secure future. The establishment of the Alliance of Sahel States and its recent policy decisions are causing significant geopolitical shifts. The traditional political map of West Africa is being redrawn. Long-standing alliances are being re-evaluated. New partnerships are emerging. This dynamic period of change has profound implications for the entire region and beyond. The actions of the AES are not occurring in a vacuum. They are influencing regional power dynamics. One of the most notable aspects of this realignment is the pivot by the three AES countries towards Russia. They have increasingly sought political and military support from Moscow. This marks a departure from previous allegiances, particularly with Western nations like France. This changing foreign policy orientation is being closely watched by international observers. It reflects a desire for greater autonomy in choosing partners. It also introduces new complexities into the geopolitical landscape of the Sahel. The sweeping changes initiated by the AES leadership have elicited a spectrum of reactions from the populations. These changes, which include significant political and economic shifts, have stirred conversations and debates across various communities. Within Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso, public opinion is not monolithic. The diversity in reactions is a testament to the varied experiences and expectations of the people living in these regions. People hold diverse views on the withdrawal from Ecowas, the formation of new alliances, and the launch of the new bank. These are momentous decisions. Some see these moves as necessary steps towards self-reliance and economic independence, while others worry about the potential risks and uncertainties that come with such drastic changes. They affect the daily lives and future prospects of millions. The impact of these decisions is felt in the everyday activities of people, from the markets to the schools, and in the hopes and dreams of the younger generation. Therefore, a range of sentiments is entirely natural. It is expected that such significant changes would bring about a mix of excitement, hope, fear, and skepticism. Many citizens in these three nations have welcomed these developments with enthusiasm. They see this as an opportunity to break free from past constraints and to chart a new course for their countries. They view the moves towards greater autonomy as long overdue. For many, this is a chance to reclaim their national identity and to build a future that is more aligned with their values and aspirations. For them, severing ties with Ecowas and forging new partnerships, like with Morocco, represent steps towards genuine sovereignty. These new alliances are seen as opportunities to diversify their economic and political relationships, reducing dependency on any single entity. There is a palpable sense of national pride among some segments of the population. This pride is often expressed through cultural celebrations and public displays of unity and support for the new direction. They express hope for a future where their countries can determine their own destinies, free from perceived external dictation. This hope is a powerful motivator for many, driving them to support the changes and to work towards a brighter future. This sentiment is often visible in public gatherings and media discussions. People are actively engaging in conversations about their future, sharing their hopes and concerns with their communities. However, alongside this optimism, there are also voices of concern and apprehension. Some worry about the potential economic and political instability that could arise from these changes and the challenges that lie ahead in navigating this new path.